right? No. Now let's turn... I'll leave it up for some of it. And hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam. This is HM4 Gaming. Welcome you back to Shin Magami Tensei V. In the last episode, we wrapped up one of the funnier quests that has to do with the little birdies, the hell birds. I forget what they called. Halibirds, I don't know, I forget. Met up with Oni, so now they are having a happy ending up there in the cave to get out of the heat. And we took on our first challenge of the game, at least challenge of the base game of SMTV. We defeated Nuwa. Well, we didn't really defeat her, we got her to half health, but she really wasn't much of a challenge for our squad of fire-themed wielders. Well, Amane, Uzume, and me, we're not really fire wielders, but we made short work of her either way. I know I said at the end of last episode we might be taking on that challenge that we got in the DLC quest. I reconsidered that because, yeah, we're not ready for that fight. Let's just say it didn't go over very well, and just with our demons that we currently have and skills, yeah, it didn't really work out that well. and we'll eventually get back there. Maybe once we're a few more levels, we'll take those on, but not now. In this episode, we're going to be meeting up with the rest of our squad, seeing if Dazai's okay, and the rest of our crew here in the Tokyo Diet Building. It's probably going to be a lot of cutscenes, not much action, I would say, but hey, you got to set up the story to get to the action. That's all good games do. If you're excited for that, please like, hit subscribe, do all those things on down below. And let's head up in the Tokyo Diet Building to make sure Dazai and everyone's alright, to see if those angels actually did take them to safety. As he just cowering in the corner.
Not another one.
Yo, dude. Yeah, Yoko's not enthused.
Hold up a sec. I know that face. Is that you?
It is. Please like and subscribe.
Come on, it's me, Ichiro Dazai.
Yeah, of course. We've never met before.
I cannot tell you how happy I am to see you. But, you do look a little different.
A little? We filled him in off screen.
Oh, damn. So all this new look of yours is because you fused with that Aogami guy?
That's the long and short of it.
Cool. So who's that?
I'm not entirely sure yet myself.
Yoko Hiromine. And I can hear you. We met on the way here.
Oh, damn, Dazai.
Hey. Good to see everyone made it here in one piece.
Huh? Atsuta? Yuzuru frickin' Atsuta?
I got here the same as you. I was in the Takanawa tunnel. I'm glad we all made it out okay. And since we're all together again, I think you should decide where we go next.
Why me?
Yeah. Lead the way.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
What's up, Amanazako?
Oh, well, that was a big surprise, right? Right? That demon was freaky strong. Can't believe it scared me off like that. Hey, looks like you found who you were looking for. Well, good for you. Oh, I guess from here on out, you're gonna go with those humans, huh? Totally. Nothing. Never mind.
I don't believe I said anything.
I've been on my own this whole time, you know. Anyways, thanks for bringing me along all this way. I'm gonna hang around here for a bit longer, so just let me know if you want me to come with you, alright? Well, I'm out of here. Bye-bye. See you later.
You got it. Amanazako left. Team and navigators like Amanazako may automatically accompany or leave you depending on the progress of the story. Team and Markwit, yeah, we kind of saw two of those. We have Ippon Dato right outside of the Diet Building, and we have the mermaid by the font by her waters. Very interesting. This whole place is pretty cool. nothing really much we can do here besides going to the terminal room. And just like Yakumo said, here's a terminal.
This is Aogami from the Bethel Japanese branch. Do you copy?
Aogami? Isn't the unit from way back when?
I have successfully reactivated, returning to base.
I don't believe it. I'm gonna have to report this, but you're clear to come through. Touching the terminal should bring you straight here.
Looks like we'll be able to head back to the Tokyo we call home.
We've arrived.
Is this? Are we back in Tokyo?
Yes. This is Join University's medical research lab. We came here through the Bethel terminal.
That form just now. Explain yourself.
Archangel Abdiel.
Am I to understand you went against the condemnation? Answer, boy. Bethel will have no mercy for one who violates the will of God.
Wait! Master Abdiel. I don't know what led to this, but he is an innocent bystander. Please forgive him.
The Saint.
Furthermore, we both know God's laws are not so easily broken. Unbreakable, even.
Then, how would you account for this?
Allow the Japanese branch to look into it. Though, what I can tell you is that this is the one they lost all those years ago. Respectfully, Master Abdiel, I heard you were in command at the time. In which case, I would have imagined you'd be elated by the return of your subordinate, not angered by it.
Very well. However, I am placing full responsibility on the Japanese branch to investigate.
Man, talk about scary. What's up with her?
So that's the Archangel in charge of headquarters.
I was starting to worry about all of you. Nevertheless, welcome back. I think an explanation is in order. Would you mind joining me in the meeting room?
Very interesting. Yep, the terminal, basically you're able to go in between each area, and we can actually go back to the netherworld if we really wanted to, but there's really no point in doing so for right now. Do want to heal up, because there wasn't really a time to do so in between that basically bit of story and now. And without further ado, let's get on and get some major story, and just so we learn what exactly is going on. You decide to go to the meeting room where Tao is waiting.
Now, where do I start? Oh, but first,
Who are you? Your uniform is from St. Marina Girls' High School, right?
I'm Yoko Hiromine. For personal reasons, I'm not actually attending school right now.
We met her in this version of Tokyo that looked like a wasteland. She helped us when we were attacked by a demon. Oh, I should probably mention that I'm working with the Bethel Japanese branch, and I have the power to fight demons. But how are you able to fight against them?
I've possessed this strange power for a long time. Some have even called me a saint. My potential was even recognized at school, and I was taught how to exorcise demons.
Learned at school, huh? Fascinating.
I'm the same way, Hiromine. I've had spiritual powers ever since I was little, and everyone at Bethel calls me the saint. I'm using my abilities to work with the Japanese branch, just like Atsuta. But never mind that for now. I should explain about that world of demons you saw. If I told you the Tokyo you'd been living in this whole time was a lie, would you believe me?
Huh?
18 years ago, something happened in the Chiyoda ward of Tokyo that suddenly erased the city from the rest of Japan. Its population of over 10 million people was wiped out in a matter of minutes, lost to the netherworld.
What are you talking about, Isonokami? We've been living in Tokyo as far as I can tell. You want to try explaining that?
The Tokyo you're referring to is an act of God. Through his miracle, Tokyo and its people were perfectly recreated. No one suspected a thing.
An act of God. 18 years ago.
You mean everything up until now? It's all been fake?
That's impossible.
The real Tokyo has been completely overrun by demons. As if one Tokyo wasn't enough, the demons now covet the other, and all for our souls.
Though we are few, that is what the Bethel Japanese branch fights to protect. I hope the Saint has cleared things up for you. Apologies for dragging you into this.
Hey, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
My name is Koshimizu. I'm in charge here, in addition to being Japan's Prime Minister.
Wait, as in Director Koshimizu? One of the top-ranking officials in the Japanese branch? He and the Prime Minister are the same person?
Indeed. Glad to see you made it back in one piece, Atsuta. Now that you've been made aware of what happened to the real Tokyo, it's best I enlighten you as to the true state of the world. To put it plainly, the forces of order and chaos are currently clashing behind the scenes, locked in an ongoing battle unbeknownst to mankind. Demons seek human souls. If given the chance, they would flood the real world in an instant. They are extremely dangerous. That's why Bethel Japan is dedicated to protecting Tokyo and keeping the demons at bay. The demons are relentless, however, and the unfortunate truth of the matter is that we're woefully lacking in manpower. In fact, Bethel's strength is so short of the mark, we've been forced to rely on students such as Isonokami and Atsuta for help. I heard the report. So, you're a demon exorcist from St. Marina Girls' High School. That place is HQ's jurisdiction, but I'll put in a word. Could I ask for your strength in service of Tokyo?
No way! Is that something I could help with too, Mr. Prime Minister?
You mean protecting Tokyo?
Yeah! I'll do whatever I can!
Does I?
Look, I'm borderline useless at school, and I'm always making trouble for other people. But even a guy like me wants to be someone people can turn to, just like the honor students.
Thank you. I admire your courage. I've heard about you. So you fused with Aogami, is that it? I'll be asking for your cooperation as well. Sorry, but I won't take no for an answer.
Yeah, no worries. I never signed up for this. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Good to see you're on our side. You as well, Hiromine. Would you lend us your demon exorcising abilities?
If I can operate alongside him, then I'll do it.
I have no objections. Thank you for your assistance.
I'm thankful the proto-fiend returned safely, though I've never heard of it fusing with a human before.
I played a role in Algami's creation myself. I'll be running a variety of tests later. Algami, I'd like to examine your memory data. Make your way to the research facility later today.
Understood.
I'll visit with the rest of you some other time. For now, I want you to go home and get some rest.
Sir!
And lastly, Yuzuru Atsuta. Well done in coming back unharmed. Your summoning skills must have improved. I'll be sure to grant you an even stronger demon companion next time.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, pretty cool stuff. Hello?
Dude, I get to protect Tokyo! How cool is that? I'm gonna be fighting alongside all those big names at school! Me! A big reason I don't do all that well in school is because, honestly, I'm just not very confident in myself. Even though my parents aren't divorced, they really don't get along. So I guess I've always just been looking for a way to fix things. But if I side with my dad, my mom gets all pissed. And it's the same for my old man if I ever side with my mom. I don't know what's right anymore. Protecting Tokyo from demons, though? That's gotta be a good thing. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
That's just a really weird conversation. I was like, what? What is he talking about? My parents don't like each other. So I guess he was just trying to say, yeah, I suck at everything else. Like, I want to make everything nice. My parents might get a divorce, and they're always mad at each other. But this is even better. I don't have to make a choice. That's such a weird conversation.
I should apologize for hiding the fact that I was involved with Bethel. I didn't want to get you involved, but I also didn't think the situation would become as dire as it is now.
I also think that they added all these voice lines because I don't remember them actually being voice acted in the base game. I think they were just text and you just had to read them yourself.
I'm glad we're both all right. Let's work together to keep Tokyo safe.
Oh yeah, definitely they were not voice acted because I remember vividly reading that. Oh, I didn't talk to Yoko. But you're not voice acted? Come on. I'm glad to see you have all returned, and I see Ogami has come back as well. Unexpected, but fortuitous nonetheless. Okay.
Right.
I'll make arrangements so that you and the others may be granted entry here as members of Bethel. That will allow you to access the terminal and use the virtual trainer. The virtual trainer device is at the Tokyo Dive Building in the netherworld. I believe you've been there before. I'll also have a miniature terminal installed in your room at the dorm. You are free to use it as you wish. That is all. You should take it easy and rest up for today. Yep, the virtual trainer lets you basically rematch bosses, which is pretty cool. When taking on a series of battles, there is an optional challenge mode where the enemies will grow stronger each time you defeat them, regardless of the kind of battle. Defeat will still result in a game over, so it is recommended that you save before using the virtual trainer. Which actually is a quest, which I don't remember being in the base game. Thank you for turning Ogami to us. For the time being, you should return to your usual school life. Sure, why not? What up, Yoko?
So this is the Bethel Japanese branch. It looks like we really are back in Tokyo. I'm relieved we were able to escape the netherworld. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
We should probably head back. We've got school tomorrow.
Oh, no!
Speaking of which, what about her?
I should get going as well. I'll see you later.
Yeah, no worries, ladies. I'm sure we will be seeing each other in future as we walk out the door. And here's a quest for the virtual trainer, I think.
Hello.
You're HMO4. Please subscribe, right? I'm a researcher with Bethel. Pleased to meet you. Speaking of which, have you been using essences? There's still a lot we don't understand about them, but it is undeniable that they're useful.
Well,
You know, it would probably be helpful if you could use a skill like Mahama. How about it? Do you think you can learn Mahama for me? At the present, you're really the only one who can make use of essences. You'd be doing me a huge favor by letting me gather data from you. Okay.
thank you.
Thank you so much, it'll help me so big. I want to investigate the effects of essences on the user's body after one's been used. Please come talk to me again once you've learned Mahama. Do I have anybody that's gonna learn that? I don't think so. I have Hama, but Mahama is the second level of that. No, I don't think anyone has it so far. I'm sure there's a demon that I can probably get that will get it, so I'll have to remember that and bring it back to her. That is also a vengeance quest, because I don't remember that being there with the essences and stuff, but who knows? Or I'm misremembering. I really don't when I think about it. I could be wrong. And that brings us back to the world map that we haven't seen since episode 1. Do you know that there's a renowned research lab nearby? Oh, and a hospital attached to it is equally illustrious. But I've heard the Prime Minister has been visiting that place quite often. You don't think he's sick, do you? I hope he's alright.
Hee-ho, can you see me? I fell in this dimension chasm and ended up in this big old city, oh. There are humans everywhere. It's terrifying, oh. I want to go home to my Tokyo.
I feel like...
Oh, hey, a June high school uniform. There's a lot of schools around here. I actually talked with Josine students before. The dormant stations are the other direction, so I don't come in very often. Well, if you got time, want to hang out and talk? No, not really. That's kind of creepy. I don't think I can get anything from these. Bathhouse. Ooh, this one actually has a quest. Hey, aren't you HMO4? Please subscribe. It's usually to see you outside of school. You're a real bookworm, right? Perfect timing. I need a guy who knows his stuff. If you got a moment, could you help me out with a quiz? Sure. You're surprisingly proactive. No thanks, seriously. Then talk to me whenever you're ready. Okay. Quiz is sent to the phone from a certain someone, then answer the questions. Person sending, don't worry about it. Meaningless details. First question. The demon Omaraki is a mysterious bird with a human face. What is its origin form? I feel like it's an onion. Ooh. It could be a baby bird, but it could also be an onion. Huh, looks like it's wrong. Alright, well, we're gonna mash our way through this. An onion? Damn, it is a human. Even though it looks like a friggin' baby bird or an onion. Oh, nice. I'm gonna credit from the remains of those who were never properly memorialized. Looks like we're doing pretty well. Let's keep it up. Next question. Among the hierarchy of demons, what is the name of the evil spirit from which the word demon originates? Agathidomon? Looks like you're wrong. Oh well. Oh, this might be correct. On the contrary, Abigomons are said to refer to the good demons. Alright, what should you do to remove the omelet-loving spirit of Virtus from your home? Flood your house? Light a candle? You're correct, and it would be difficult to expel a Virtus without candles purified by the church. Thanks for helping us out. Oh, okay. Oh, and that just gets us a pamphlet. And 700 XP. And what does that do? If we have a vial and a raptor, large MP recovered to all allies, adds a press turn. This challenge was actually given to me by someone at the Occult Research Club. I asked her on a date, but she replied, only if you can answer these questions. And now that I passed her test, she has no choice but to accept it. Oh hey, she responded. I can't date someone who cheats. Huh? Where was she watching me from? Is it clairvoyance? Precognition? Ah, the Occult Research Club is amazing! Well then, maybe I should join the occult research too. But first, I gotta do some serious studying at the library. There you go, kids. Always study at the library if you want the crazy goth chick, I guess.
Alright, well that's a little different that there's actual quests in the overworld for us. I don't think there's any other ones. Yeah, it's just talking about Bethel and all that. I even forget where I'd actually need to go first. Can't go to Josie Temple yet. Yep, because that's where the barrier originates from, so that's cool. And there's actual, like, I guess, fake Tokyo Tower. I don't think there's anybody else around. And then we go through the tunnel and try not to get isekai'd again. The walk from the station to the dorm is pretty long. It's so tiring. Not if you just press one of the triggers. I don't think there's any more stuff around. My mind is telling me, like, talk to everybody, because some people could give you stuff. Like, just give you, like, a random item or whatever. Yeah, just talking about monsters. Just basically, oh, the demons might be here. Demons' appearance have been on the rise lately. High alert. Alright, maybe that's like the second round, because I could have swore that there was stuff or people that give you stuff. Sometimes the PM seems too good to be true. They say public servant only really serves themselves, but I don't know if that's true either. Well, anyway, I'll be asking those important questions and digging deeper into that on the Sunday morning talk show. Alright, I think I talked to everybody. I have a feeling when we come back here, there'll be other ones that give us stuff. I knew the tunnel was dangerous, the ceiling caught, seriously injured. Yeah. Alright. And let's head into the dorm. I guess our room, which wasn't in the base game either. In your room in Joji High School student dormitory, you have access to the bed and small terminal. After finishing main quest, sleeping on the bed may continue the story. The small terminal on the desk functions the same as the large one at the medical research tab. Which is cool. Go to bed. Now I want to look around the room. New ley line crossing. Oh, well, that's good. We have a nice ley line here. I don't think there's really anything else we can do. I guess, didn't she want to meet us on the roof, I think? She wanted to have a heart-to-heart. There's no one there. Oh, I guess we are going to sleep first. You should rest for the day. But I want to read. I'm a nerd.
Did you know? All gods in existence were born of a single entity, sprung forth from the one ruler of this world. When the reign of a god begins, tradition dictates that a new world shall rise, manifested of the god's knowledge. However, the knowledge of the gods was stripped away and settled instead into the paltry souls of humanity. Hence, the gods no longer possess the capacity for creation. All this is the doing of the Creator. It is the law, the order he brought forth upon assuming his mighty throne. In this world the God of Law has forged, humanity continues to evolve and to thrive. But his so-called order is nothing more than a glorified cage. In ancient times, humanity had true freedom. Your form is that of the ancient gods, Nahobino. There are none who stand closer to the throne than you. You must learn the true shape of the world, as it was always meant to be. It is imperative that your eyes be opened.
Well, that was a very interesting cutscene that definitely was not in the original game, as you can imagine. Alright, I guess we're just gonna get on. Yo, look at that dude, like, skipping walking. They're not even there. They're not even actual individuals. This is what they mean by NPC. What up, Tao? Morning. Yesterday was a mess, huh? I'm really glad you're okay after all that. Okay, stretching it. Yeah, I know what you mean. That was a lot to deal with, huh? All this stuff about demons, gods, and weird supernatural conflicts. I feel a little overwhelmed, too. But all that God across the world are working together to keep the peace. Let's keep what happened yesterday a secret, huh? For now, we just get back to being plain old high school students.
See ya!
Anyway, see you around. It's kind of like the boring parts. I kind of think of this as like, got this friend, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I kind of seen this as the part of like Assassin's Creed games when you're walking around as Desmond doing out of Animus stuff. This is pretty much the equivalent of that. Yeah, people are getting bullied. This is the whole plot of this, which is, yeah, cool. Kids get bullied and stuff, but it's like, I'd rather get back to the gods and demons. And here's our other player, Sohori Itsukichuma, getting bullied by those two other girls. Nothing really too interesting, but that's where we're at.
How long do you think until she cracks? I can't wait to see her break down in tears.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this would be the girl you want to mess with in the first place. I'm just saying, she does have a intenseness to her.
I can't take this anymore. Why me? Why is this happening? It's all their fault. I wish they'd all just disappear. What? Who's there?
That wasn't creepy or anything. I don't think there's really much going on. I'm just gonna speak to the main people.
My brother told me what happened yesterday.
What's going on, Miyazu?
Tao returned after that, so we went back together. Thank you for helping my brother. Oh, that reminds me. Are you free after school today?
Sure.
Well, I was just, hoping you could help me with something. You remember that dream Tao was talking about the other day? It reminded me of this weird dream I've been having since I was little. A prince from another country comes specifically for me. Well, even back then, the idea was kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Oh, but the prince wasn't riding the typical white horse and all that. He sailed a boat through the night sky. Strange, huh?
It's oddly specific.
It's weird. On the days when I have that dream, I always wake up feeling a little less sick than usual. Ever since I remembered it, I can't seem to get the prince out of my head. And after a while, well, I had this thought. What if this isn't just a dream? What if it's real? Or it's some kind of, I don't know, a vision. Maybe it's trying to tell me something important. But I don't know the first thing about interpreting dreams, so I'm not sure what to do, if anything. Doesn't our school have an occult research club or something? If you happen to know anyone in that club, could you ask them about my dream for me?
Sure. Yeah, it's just telling you that if you don't complete this quest before you progress the story too far, you won't be able to complete it for her.
Just so you know, though, I have a lot of, bad days, health-wise. I end up having to take time off from school sometimes. If you hear anything, please let me know as soon as possible. Sorry I'm imposing on you so much, but I hope you can help me.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually forget where to go to get that information.
Morning, man. Nice being back home again, huh?
Is it really?
Me? I stayed in Bethel. got this big lecture about how this demon summoning stuff works. And the Bethel guys even said I've got this natural talent for it. Can you believe that? I'm a demon summoner. That means I can protect people, like a real hero. So, I'm gonna give this all I got. Anyhow, sorry to bug you. See ya!
I'm sure he's gonna be the best there ever was. Hello, dude.
Yeah.
Great first year,
Oh,
way to
you know.
communicate. You're a third year, so the classroom's on 2th floor. Okay. But I think I have to complete this quest for Miyazu before I do anything. I kind of don't remember where to go, so I'm just going to look around the school until I find what I'm looking for. Because obviously I think I'm supposed to complete that before going anywhere. Prince who sails across the sky. We have someone who's all about old myths and fairy tales. I usually see him after school on the 2nd floor. Okay, so I guess I have to progress it to actually get the dude to spawn. So I guess we'll just go to school, I guess. Yeah, this is just jibber jabber, nothing really too interesting. So I guess we'll just continue going to school. Oh, hey, Siori. Why is this happening to me? Why do I do to deserve this? Who are you? What do you want from me? Look, I don't have any time to say anything to you. Leave me alone. Oh boy. I mean, I don't matter if I care or anything, but geez, you don't have to be so cold. Alright, let's head into class like a good student.
All rise. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Today we have a transfer student joining our class. This is Yoko Hiromine.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. I hope we get along.
I mean, you already knew who she was, so I don't know why she got a name card, but whatever.
As of today, she is a fellow student, so help her out with whatever she may need.
Even my main character's confused, like, did she just get transferred here? Also, she never puts on... Alright. She never puts on the actual school uniform. She keeps her old school's uniform on. That was kind of a weird, like, thing from her, because Yoko doesn't come off as being goofy. She's over here winking at me, but alright.
That's it for today, everyone.
All rise.
Oh.
Thank you, sir.
Bow. And he says thank you, sir, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to bow. But I sat right back down.
I transferred over here since we'll be working together for a while.
And then you showed up in your old school's uniform? Bethel scares me. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Bethel scares me.
Yeah. I can definitely see why. Bethel thinks everything they're doing is for the best, like they're objectively right. Anyone who's convinced they can do no wrong, I think that's worth being scared of. Best to keep on our toes. Well, anyway, I would have loved to walk home together. But apparently I have to talk to some teachers. I'll see you later, okay? Take care.
Boy, Yoko's crushing on us so bad. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes she can be super cold and distant, but then other times she's like, hey man, I wish we could have walked home together. Over here in the corner?
What is it?
What, you have questions for an expert in myths? You've come to the right guy. You shared what you heard from Miyazu. A prince sailing a boat through the night. Oh, the first thing that comes to mind is Sin, the Mesopotamian god of the moon. But there are plenty of other lunar gods from across the world. The prince might actually be a bit hint that rules out any goddess at least.
Hey, you know...
Speaking of which, you mentioned the girl having the dreams gets sick a lot, right? And supposedly on the days when she has the dream, she tends to feel better. That's pretty similar to a story about Khonsu, the Egyptian god of the moon. He helps cures a prince suffering from disease.
The name Khonsu itself means traveler. In ancient Egypt believed that the movement of the moon marks the passage across the night sky. Based on everything you've told me, I'm pretty confident he's the god you're looking for. Hope that helps. And that'll definitely help Miyazu, so let's go give her that information. Alright, I just wanted to give her that information and we get thrown into a cutscene. Oh, hello.
Oh, hi there.
Hi there, I was actually looking for you. Not feeling well today. Who was that?
Oh, Itsukishima? She was hurt, so I just wanted to help a little. The nurse is out for the day, so I just did what I could. Look, do you know how Itsukishima's been getting these injuries?
Well, I can imagine.
I don't know how to say this, but those bruises couldn't all be accidents. I wish I could help. I hope she's okay.
Well, in other news, I know about your prince.
I wish I could help. I hope she's okay.
You tell Miyazu what you learned from the Occult Research Club.
Oh, did you get any answers?
You know it. You told her what you heard about Khonsu.
That's amazing. Well, I never knew Egyptian mythology had a god like that. So his name is Khonsu? This is so exciting. I didn't expect you'd find a myth that matched my dream so closely. So he saves the ailing princess and then returns to the moon. This feels like, a lot to take in. I wonder what it's like in Egypt.
Lots of sand.
My health's always been too fragile to travel anywhere too far. So I've never been outside Tokyo. I bet the sun feels brighter there. I can't even imagine how the air must feel and smell. It's probably different from Tokyo in every way. To me, it may as well be another world. Wait, something feels kind of weird. In the story, Khonsu saves the princess of another country, right? But I'm not a princess, not even close. So why am I seeing a prince from the moon? Then again, I'm probably overthinking this anyway. It's just a dream after all. Still, it seems really interesting. Maybe I'll check out some books on Egyptian mythology next time I go to the library. Thank you for everything. This isn't much, but you deserve something for all that.
What is she gonna give me, XP? A can of jelly? 3 cans of jelly? Ooh la la. And 500 XP. Which gives Neko Shogun another level. Miyazu is humming something.
This is just a song from an anime. It's kinda scary, but the part where the girl dances with the Prince of the Moon is so beautiful. My brother recorded it for me. I've watched it so many times by now.
Alright. And I think before we get into anything, I think that's where we're going to wrap up this little bit longer episode of getting all the lore and setting up the rest of the game and getting some useful knowledge. If you're familiar with the base game, you kind of know what that means for Miyazu, which, you know, it's good that they're doing something with Khonsu because in the base game, you kind of fight him and that's it. Nothing else with him. And Miyazu, kind of the same thing. She's kind of just there. She's sickly. And that was it. There's really nothing else. So it's good that they're actually fleshing them out in Vengeance. Hopefully we'll be able to see what that means all down the line. And I hope you join me for that in the next episodes. Please hit like, hit subscribe, do all those things on down below. But until next time, I have been Adam. This has been HMO4 Gaming, and this has been Shin Magami Tensei V Vengeance. Thank you very much. Have yourselves a great day.